Long-time listener, first-time participant. My daughter has asked me to tell you the very first bedtime story set in a realm inspired by a road construction project name for the city of Northshield.
Nice.
So this is the very first one set in the cherry plum forest. And this is to inspire my small children to learn some lessons along the way and to do things and to take a step back and not always rush into things. So, in the cherry plum forest, there was a little village with 4 brave adventurers. We got Benji the rogue, we got Carl the cleric, Zafira the sorceress, and Fana the fighter. And each one of them had great skills and their own little niche that they specialized in. Well, there had been coming reports of a giant throwing boulders and smashing trees and throwing things around. And all the adults were so scared and were running back telling these grave tales of this monstrous giant thrashing about. Well, our adventurers armed up, donned their armor, took their swords and their shields, and they went out to face this giant. Well, something didn't seem right to them. They took a moment and backed off into the tree line and just observed. Carl, the cleric, being one of the wisest, observed, along with Benji the rogue. And they noticed that this just wasn't random. This was frustration and pain. They had noticed that the giant was clutching his foot, and that it wasn't throwing things at random, it was pounding the ground when something would step and hurt his foot. And so they sheathed their weapons, and they slowly approached with calm voices, and lulled the giant to sit down. And Carl noticed that there was a giant hole in the shoe caused by a boulder. And so it would suck, you having a pebble in your shoe. And so they set about coming up with a plan to mend the giant's foot and the sole of his shoe and to take care of the other things. And so Benji ran back and got cowhide and big nails and big rope to mend the shoe. Carl set about making his salves and his potions to help clean the wound and irrigate it. Zafira held his hand, well, what she could of it, just a thumb, and soothed them. And Fana kept watch for other people to tell them, it's okay, just stay away, we got this. And after a while, the giant was so happy to have his rock out of his foot and his shoe mended, and the kindness of these 4 little kids that helped him, that he picked them up and put them through the trees and held them up so that they could see the entire forest. And that's where we ended.